Cool. So this might be a little bit over the heads of some.
Oh yeah.
So if we could go back to the basics and just talk, what are design sprints? Um,
Yeah.
how do you use them? And
Yeah.
yeah,
I I think I have my book somewhere here. Nope, I think it's still, we just closed our office in Roseland, so I brought home all my design sprint books and all my other design books. But I think it's still packed up. So design sprints, it's a formula. It was created by Jake Knapp, who is a former Google venture, a Googler, and he went into all these different companies and saw that they all had the same problems. They had challenges of getting people in the same room, getting alignment, making decisions quickly, not circling around, getting things in front of people. And so his formula, it's a methodology. Originally it was 5 days. We kind of do between 3 and 4 days, depending on the size of the project and problem area, really, where you go through the whole design thinking process in a very time boxed manner. Each section builds upon the next section, and everybody who is impactful is in the room. So you only have 6 to 8 people with a decider. The decider makes it, and you have a facilitator. So they're keeping you on board. They're the conductor of that train to make sure that you get to the destination. And the destination is at the end of the week, you have a testable solution to put in front of real users. And for this, it could be something that's, digital, and a product. It could be a brochure. It could be an email campaign. It could be a strategy. It really could be anything, as long as you have a user and something to test, and then you put that in front of people. And I really think that's the end. We've had some design sprints where and there's also this concept of like winners and maybe laters, where maybe they weren't winners of design sprints, but like you still learn, but unless you get it in front of somebody, you're not getting true learning. You really need to end the design sprint with getting testable solution of some sort. And again, it could be a lot of different ways. And he even talks in the book about maybe it's a service and you could have a roll call and test it out. There's different ways. If it's a physical product, you could physically mock it up, which is funny because with industrial design, we never really did anything like that because this probably didn't exist when I was doing industrial design. But that's a great idea of like starting the week with a problem and ending with a solution.
Yeah, no, I love that. And so to a young designer who's just getting started, what would be the importance of learning how to facilitate something like a design sprint be to them?
Yeah, so I actually teach at Caryn University, like a intro to web class, and I really emphasize with them like beginning leadership skills, being able to talk in front of a group of people, being able to lead them, expressing your ideas, whether you're on a team on a design sprint as a designer or as a facilitator, because you could play either role, hopefully not both. That was a learning. You can't do both.
Yeah.
You need to be able to express yourself, be able to stand up and talk. Before my school shut down and we were in person, I always made sure that people gave presentations and were able to express their ideas. It's very important, no matter what your role is. I think also that idea of your idea is not always right, and you really need to experiment and try again and collaborate and show people your design. I like that your first idea is not always your best idea. Typically the better design sprints are when you do one sprint and then do a follow-up sprint to improve on it. The chances of you like knocking it out of the park the first time are like slim. And there's always going to be something that you can improve, always.
Nice. Yeah, that's I think one of the best things for me and the biggest impact that learning how to facilitate design sprints has had on me is that I don't only have to use the skills during a design sprint. Like I bring them into my everyday. So if we're sitting around, we're going back and forth or around in circles on a problem, I'll bring in some of the exercises from the design sprint, like crazy eights or the sketching solutions, and just help move things along. And I think it's helped me and my team, kind of get to solutions quicker, which is extremely helpful.